Hi, I'm Toby Jepson and I'm the singer in Gone.
Hi, I'm Jules and I'm the guitarist of Gone.
Brilliant. And so, I mean, I'm sure what most people want to know is why did you decide to reform after so long? I mean, it was a while.
Yeah, it was about probably 10 years when we had split, you know, from... we just actually, I'll cut a long story because it is quite a long story, but I'll try and get to it. Just, you know, there was a rock radio, which is a radio station that we get played on quite a bit. They were having a birthday party, you know, of the launch of rock radio, or first birthday party, I can't quite remember, but we were asked to sort of play at it, you know, and obviously at that time we didn't have a singer, you know, so one of the DJs down there, a guy called Tom Russell, who you know knows me and knows Tobe and the bands past, asked me if we could do it. I goes, that'd be great, I'd love to do it, but we can't really because we obviously don't have a singer. And Tobe, so this bill, they wanted us to play it, Tobe was on the bill and he was playing an acoustic set. Tobe was sort of and he goes, listen, Tobe would be up for, he's doing an acoustic set, but he would be up for maybe try a couple of songs with Tobe. I thought, I think that'd be a great idea, you know, so I get Tobe's number, you know, and we talk and he said, do you want to try 3 or 4 Gun songs? And he was right up for it, and from there on, you know, we've been here, you know, and we just sat down and thought, it felt great, it was great having Tobe on board, it felt, you know, energy from that night that we were playing, we thought, yeah, let's give it a go, you know, and so here we are, you know, sort of a year and a bit later, you know, so.
Well, that's brilliant. And you know, I've been lucky enough to hear your new album,
yeah.
Which is, you know, I think it's absolutely brilliant. I mean, why, you know, any particular reason for that, or?
I don't know whether, I think the thing is, you know, we've all moved on a bit. I think I was certainly interested in doing something a little bit out of my comfort zone. I think we knew that to come back with new music for a band like Gun, it would have to be, we wanted it to be modern, we wanted it to be something that we could pin our colours to the mast and go, you know, this isn't about harkening back to the nostalgia of the past, it's not about being like the Little Angels or being like the Gun of the past, this is a new project, this is like, you know, for us all to bring our sort of A game, if you like, to be able to produce music that we feel confident in, then you know, it takes a little bit of work, that doesn't it? And I think the thing is we needed to kind of spend a bit of time writing and figuring out what that is, and I think it's dead important given the fact that we are so much more in control of what we want to do. This isn't being released to a major label. We don't have the pressure of A&R. We don't have the pressure that we wanted to make something that pleased us, because we think if we do that for ourselves, then the fans will do that too. You can't. I think it's folly to second guess that stuff. I think you just got to do your music, create your music, feel passionate about it, and hope that everyone else feels that too. You know, and we're all. I mean, you know, Jules and Dan, they co-write for a lot of other people. I do as well. I've produced music for other bands and stuff. So I think our tastes have changed. We've grown up a bit more, and I certainly think the sort of the electronica aspect of things in this record, we're very pleased with how that's turned out. But I don't think it's any less dynamic or less powerful and perhaps than stuff I've done in the past. It's just different.
Yeah.
You know, it's just a bit different.
And how's it been going down on this tour? You know, with all your.
Well, to be honest, you know, I think when we first got asked, we were like, oh, that's great, you know, Leonard Skinner doing some Leonard Skinner gigs, and I just thought maybe the audience would never grasp what we were doing, you know, and especially, you know, like the new stuff and all that. But I've got to be, you know, completely honest. I just think it's been fantastic every night. We've been doing really well. The crew from Skinner and the people who are looking at it, like, great, fantastic live band, you know, and we're enjoying it, you know, and that's the main thing, you know, and you know, and we can just tell by our CDs, the amount of people are going buying their CDs after the show, you know, and as you were saying earlier, that it was different, maybe different, but it's no stopping these guys from going out buying their CDs, you know, and no, we just go out and give it a performance, and we're loving it.
It's nice to confound the audience a bit as well. I think, you know, I think at the end of the day, you know, this is music. It's something that, you know, has to be progressive, and for you know, I wouldn't have for 1 second wanted to have made a sort of a pale imitation of stuff I've done in the past. I think I want to challenge myself, and I want to challenge the audience a little bit. And you know, we know we have a commercial bent to what we do, and all of us individually always have had. So it's a progression of that stuff. You know.
Brilliant, and you've got your own headline tour coming up soon. And so, I mean, and what about your plans for the rest of the year? Have you got any festivals that we can get a sneaky peek into? Or
we're looking at that. I mean, we did a big tour at the end of the year. Having come back from being in Europe all of last year, we did a big Spanish tour. We played in Portugal. We played various countries around Europe, and we did this big tour which ended up at Hard Rock Hell, which was fantastic. And you know, we're out again doing a few shows because there were certain places on that tour we didn't get to. That time we're doing the Orkneys, and we're doing Shetland, and we sort of, you know, we feel that we want to take it out there as much as possible. But you know, we are looking at festivals. We are talking to people, and that sort of remains to be seen at the moment. But I know they are in discussion.
Stinky shoes.
Brilliant. And so, what's been the highlights, you know, since you guys reformed? I mean, what's your best moment from it all?
There's been a few. Yeah. One, I think, you know, going in and recording our EP, I thought we came back with fantastic results. You know, I played it the other day before we came away, and I just thought, God, that sounds, for me, in my opinion, it's up there against any other record that's sitting in the charts just now. Honestly, I think it sounds great, you know. And some of the gigs that we've done, you know, we went and played a big 4,000 capacity venue down in Portugal and Lisbon. That was amazing, you know. And as what Toby was saying, that Hard Rock Hell was
killer.
Was a phenomenal reception we got, you know, and you know, it's one of those ones that we never had much time to sit about backstage or anything. It was just like, there we go, we've light checked your amps and drums are okay, go on stage and go for it. And it was just probably, yeah, it's one of my favourite gigs of last year, absolutely.
Brilliant. And I know everybody hates this question, but you know, while you've been touring and stuff, what's the most embarrassing tour moment you've had when you just made a complete and utter tit out of yourself?
Goodness me.
Where's an agent?
Oh, you know, it's funny. We've been in this game for so long that I think we're so used to making the tits of ourselves. Perhaps we just don't notice it anymore. I don't know. But you know, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. We fall over quite a bit. I think that's mainly age, though. The bad knee. But,
yeah. Well, I'll tell you what's embarrassed me lately. There's one of the songs called
yeah, that's a good one.
Song called Pop Killer. Now we've been sort of arranging it, getting it right. It wasn't quite sounding right, you know. But every time I've made an attempt to play that song live, or I keep ballsing it up. I just keep making a mistake every time, you know. And it does get quite embarrassing, you know. Little Tom's like, that ain't the right song, you know, sort of like. In fact, that was one of them, you know. I thought it was Let Your Hair Down, but it wasn't. It was Pop Killer that was doing that. You know, I suppose that's probably the most embarrassing thing I've
I'll be listening
you know,
to that carefully tonight.
Oh, that's that. Pressure's on me.
Oh, brilliant. And if you could support, you know, over the next couple of years, if you could support anybody, who would it be?
Oh, goodness me. Christ. Well, I mean, if Aerosmith managed to keep themselves together, I'd love to do some shows with them. But I mean, I'd also, crying out loud. I mean, there's a lot of great.
It's a few bands.
There's a lot of great bands out there. I mean, you know, I'd love to go on the road with somebody like flipping Kasabian or somebody. You know, I mean, those, you know, I mean, because for me they're great guitar bands. But they're doing things slightly differently. I don't think there's any. I mean, I always hate this debate about what is and what isn't a rock band. I think Kasabian as much as a rock band as Gunnar or as AC/DC are. I just think it's the passion and the power of it all. You know, I mean, you know.
For me, yeah, I think I agree with Toby on Aerosmith. You know, I'd love to do that, and I'd love to do the Kiss shows because I'm a big Kiss fan.
Oh, that'd be amazing. Yeah.
That'd be great.
That's brilliant. Well, thank you very, very, very much for your time, guys.
Welcome.
It's been an absolute pleasure, and we will look forward to the show.
Yeah,
Right,
thank
So
thank you.
brilliant.
Welcome.
Thank you.